everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to another Dark Avengers comic book review. These comic books were released May 12th, 2010. And before we get into this huge stack of comic books, first let's get into some personal news. First up, I would like to wish Hooliganism a happy birthday. His birthday just passed this weekend. Happy birthday, dude. Many more to come in the future. God bless. Also, not via Skype this time, is Amber.
Hi guys.
Who's actually here with us, just chilling and relaxing. Okay,
and the cameraman, which is your brother Mike.
Yes.
Thank you for forgetting me.
I did not forget you. Everybody knows who you are.
I know, I was only joking.
And before we get into comic book news, Superboy I actually got a comment that Superboy was getting his own comic, and that's why he's no longer an adventure. It was confirmed on CBR.com 2 days ago that he will be getting his own comic book starting August. Very excited. As far as Avenger Comics, I'm still probably going to be getting it because rumor is they will have Superboy Clark when he was a child, like a young boy, Superboy in it. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to continue to get it anyway. So let's get into this week's comic books. First off, Brightest Day, The Flash, #2.
Superboy and Superman. Where's Super King?
I'm right here. Okay, Flash #2. Honestly, was not as good as #1. I've got to agree with a few people that have reviewed this already. It's good. It really, not a lot happens in this issue, and the ending is very predictable. Hoping that it'll pick up in #3. Artwork is still amazing. It's an absolute pickup, guys. I mean, you can't expect every single issue to be top of the line, awesomeness at its peak. So, absolutely pick up Flash #2, but small warning, there's really not much that goes on in this issue that you kind of already didn't know from issue 1. Okay, speaking of Adventure Comics #11, which will soon be going back to the shadow number, which is 514, all about Mon-El. Mon-El basically is leaving the present and going into the future with the Legion of Superheroes. This is setting up for the Legion of Superheroes storylines, which will be taking up in Adventure Comics with a second feature. I don't believe there's, the second feature in this issue is the Legion, but starting either next month or the month after, the second feature will be all about the Atom. There will be a one-shot of Atom, which I'll be getting, and then it'll lead into second parts in the Adventure Comics. Looking forward to that. Hopefully the Atom comics and the Atom segments in these comic books will be good. Absolutely pick this up. Legion of Superheroes is coming this month. As a matter of fact, I believe next week. Pick this up. Awesome comic. Still a Superman affiliate up to now. I don't know, starting next month. Speaking of Superman, War of the Supermens #2. Supergirl wants revenge against Sam Lane, and Superman is trying to stop her and convince her that we have to stop the entire war from happening or else Kryptonians and Earthlings are going to die. So that's what they do. And in the end of the issue, Lex Luthor changes the sun from yellow to red. And all the Kryptonians, here I'll show you the splash final page. Since I already spoiled the ending for you guys, you know I do spoilers on you guys, so don't even act like, oh, Chris, you just ruined something for me. Also, there's a sneak peek at Green Arrow #1. Looks really good, guys. I will be picking it up. This page, there's your splash of the red sun, all the Kryptonians stuck in space. Leading into #3, which is next week. And concluding in #4, which is in 2 weeks. Very good stuff. And concluding DC Comics this week, Batman, The Return of Bruce Wayne #1. Yet another time-traveling comic book. I guess time travel is freaking the in thing for comic books over the past 2 years. To be honest with you guys, because of what happened in Captain America Reborn, The Return of Bruce Wayne kind of feels like, not as a copy, because they did announce The Return of Bruce Wayne before Captain America Reborn started, but because the stories are so similar, I feel that's why the story is very dry and drawn out. A lot of people don't like it. I'll be honest with you guys. I can tell you the whole issue in like a few sentences. Batman's back in the time of the cavemen. He gets into scuffle with a few cavemen, gets captured by a few cavemen, beats the shit out of a few, gets free, beats the shit out of a few cavemen, jumps into some type of a pond, and he comes out in another time. I just summed the entire thing up for you. Oh, and there's a little part where Superman, Green Lantern, and Booster Gold are tracking down Bruce Wayne, and they claim if he gets back to the present without their help, if he makes it there on his own, life as we know it is going to cease to exist. What that means, I don't know. As a matter of fact, after this, there is a while this series is ending, another series will be starting called Time Masters Vanishing Point. So I guess this is where it starts, and Vanishing Point is where it is going to conclude the entire story. So pick it up. First issues are always the rockiest. Hopefully it'll get better. We'll see. Getting into Marvel, because Marvel had the comic book of the week, but that's for later on. Web of Spider-Man number 8. No more segments, guys. No more segments. Just 2 straight stories. You got a main story, and then you got a secondary story. I'm liking it. I think it's better that Web of Spider-Man no longer has like 3 little things, or it coincides with Amazing. I think it's best it has its own specific storyline. It was great. The artwork was really nice. Let's see if I can give you guys a nice page of the artwork. No. The artwork was okay, actually. I wouldn't say very nice. But yeah, here's a little example of the artwork. It's pretty decent. Pretty nice. It's just nice to see something other than just 3 segments in a comic book. It's not, and now it basically has its own comic book. Absolutely pick it up, check it out. First comic book of Web that has nothing to do with Amazing, just its own storyline. And yeah, speaking of Amazing, I'm just speeding through these comics this week because to be honest, there's really nothing amazing thus far. Amazing Spider-Man 631, continuing shed. I can't stand this artwork. I'm dying. This artwork is killing me, people. It's
Nothing amazing, but you're holding an amazing Spider-Man.
Yes, I am. Basically, the Lizard kills Kurt Connor's son, and it is claimed that Kurt Connors is now dead, and the Lizard is all that is left. Okay. This story's going from interesting to shit. In like 2 issues, it's done that. There's another issue coming. I'm very hesitant to get the 3rd issue. Let's just get the Kraven saga already, before the comic book just completely fucks out and that's it, the end, no more Amazing Spider-Man. Please. On to something a little bit better. Ultimate Spider-Man number 10. Wow. I really, there's going to be a huge spoiler here, but Kitty Pryde goes badass at the end of this issue. Basically because she's a mutant. The police don't they want to take her out of the school. Parents are complaining because she was an X-Man or whatever.
Is that her on the cover?
Yes, it is.
You can probably tell from the cover she's badass in this issue.
Oh, yeah. She's basically pulling a Magneto in this issue, and Spidey, Human Torch, and Iceman try to stop her, try to calm her down. In the end, she just ends up in the sewers. She phases through the floor, and I beg to be continued. If they make Kitty Pryde evil in this universe, I'm going to be pissed off. Good issue, guys. Pick this up and the issue before it, because this issue just takes place after what happened in the issue that followed it. Okay, so that's it for Spider-Man, and we're getting the time to go. Okay, so we will see you in part 2, rushing through this week, but it was a long week. Trust me, you'll see soon. Catch you guys in the next part.